Fellas, welcome back to some more Tarkov PvE. Today we're going to be hitting the woods bunker 10 whole times to see just how much we can earn. Now if you're not familiar with the woods bunker, let's go over a brief summary. The woods bunker was added last year, November 2024, as a part of a silent rework, so they did not tell us about it. It kind of just popped out of nowhere. However, within the woods bunker is a marked circle and a few other rooms with a few containers and a lot of good loot. Along with this marked circle came a lot of marked room keys. Sadly, the marked room keys aren't as prevalent as they were when the marked room first came out. However, you still have a good shot as to finding them there. And I wasn't initially going to do this as a 10-hit video, but some of y'all suggested it and I thought that was a pretty solid idea. All in all, the best part about the woods bunker as well, it is completely free and no key needed. So with that being said, fellas, I'm gonna change out my gun. Need me a different flavor of pew pew for today, and then I'll see y'all in woods. I was worried about a spawn like this. That's alright though, things could be a lot worse. We could have spawned near outskirts instead, which would have been a much longer run. If you're not sure where the woods bunker is, it is at the base of the mountain between the village with the VX and the mountain itself. You'll see. You know, thinking about it now, the woods bunker is also kind of a hotspot for PMCs and partisans specifically. So coming out of this bunker at some point, we might get slapped silly. Which brings up a good topic. If we do die at any point in the 10 hits, we are going to be counting that towards our 10 hit total. Because dying is quite realistic, and we want to keep it real, baby. Nothing but real. Anyways, here's the bunker. Everybody rub their hands together. Let's get some friction going. Okay, I mean, we got a pretty damn good start so far. I ain't found a Pastille mask in quite a while. That's a sign of good fortune. This hand grip is good as well, or pistol grip, whatever you want to call it. I believe it is the best pistol grip for AR style platforms, and therefore it goes for the best money. I'd say about 200 grand. Alright, shining star of the video. You got a mark key for me, buddy? ZBO 14, RBPSP, VHS. This is one of those rooms you gotta be real thorough, because the ground is real dirty and keys are real skinny. Looks like we didn't get lucky with a mark key, but we got RBPSP2 twice and ZBO 14. Also, the VHS was found there as well. I'm so used to doing this with marked rooms, and marked rooms usually do not fill up the backpack, but of course, this is not a marked room technically, so we're busting at the seams yet again. All right, that is the first hit of the woods bunker. Let's see what we got. Of course, it's a bit messy now, but once we get back into the stash, I'll give you a more clear picture of what we got. But everything here, including the docks case and everything on the right side of this rig, we got from one woods bunker hit. Now, of course, usually I do this with a profit margin in mind, you know, because mark keys cost money, but this doesn't have a key. So we are just pure profit, baby. I like it. First hit of the woods bunker successfully down. I'd say our top 3 key items here, definitely the handguard here going for 150 at the moment. I'd say our second most profitable is the ratchet here at about 80 to therapist. And then honestly, third is tied for a lot of the other streamer items here. So top 2. Anyways, we got 9 long hits ahead of us, fellas. A lot of running to do. I tell you what, I'm gonna drop 10 pounds just making this video. Let's get back to it.
Эй, земляк, мы стреляем! Вон он!
Excuse me, sir, I gotta get in here. I appreciate the hospitality, though. I did bring 2 rigs this time and a bigger backpack because, well, I underestimated the loot in this room. A PBS. Okay, we got some goodies here, making me do a heel click. All right, enough of the goodies though. Let's get to the real goods. Checkpoint. Okay. I forgot to take the stuff out of the docks case yet again. Classic me. So let's ignore that once we look at the total. As far as the marked circle goes, I think checkpoint key was it, sadly. Oh well, can't win them all. Thought that D fuel was a P filter for a minute. Shout out P filters. I wonder if they're still going for good. Well, I believe they're definitely still good. They're definitely not as good as they once were. Shout out to anyone who remembers the P filter incident of, I believe 2024. I'll tell you, I tried investing when they went down. And right after that, well, the price went down as well. Pretty sure I forgot to check this desk last time. I'll definitely add that to the rotation next time though. An SSD ain't nothing to scoff at. Blicky! Alright, I believe that is it for this bunker hit. If I had to guess just off rip here, definitely not as good as our first one. Again, ignore the bottom part of this docs case. That is all we got from the second hit. Again, it's a lot of stuff, but this time wasn't a lot of good stuff. That's alright though. I don't judge. Little stage fright never hurt nobody. Go ahead, take a Viagra. You'll feel better in no time. Alrighty, fellas, second hit of the woods bunker. The junk is piling up, but I tell you, this junk is worth a pretty penny. On to our third hit. Alright, third hit, and our good luck scav, dead boy scav, is not here. I was going to initially pick up absolutely everything I found, but these last few containers have really made me realize how much junk we could truly accumulate, so I'll be a tad bit picky, but not as picky since this is the only thing we're looting. Marked key, treat us right, baby. Come on, come on. Big money, big money. Landmark rat poison and bleach. I actually don't know how much bleach is going for nowadays. Might as well check it out. As much as I play this game, I don't know every single loot spawn, so if y'all know any hidden loot spots that you don't see me hitting in the bunker here, feel free to let me and the others know. Always happy to get more loot. Alrighty, fellas, that's what the third hit is looking like from the woods bunker. All this on top of the cheeky shampoo up here. And again, I know some of this is worth practically nothing, like the master toolkit. I hope I'm wrong on this, but I believe only sells for like 25 grand. The manuals as well, not selling for nothing, but we had an open docs case, so we picked them up anyway. Just enforcing the fact that we're going to be picking up a lot of junk here, but when you're only looting one room in the entire map, that's how it be sometimes. Служивый! My god, getting ambushed. Boys, there's only one of me to go around. Pink. Let's hope VX is here. Fellas, 3 total hits of the woods bunker, and I'll tell you right now, if you're good with math and numbers and probabilities, we are probably picking up too much shit. If this is 3 hits and we're going for 10 and we're already halfway full here, I might need to be a bit pickier with my selection. Anyways, 4th hit, fellas. Let's see if it's gonna be a good one. And it really likes spawning us on this side of the map today. I ain't complaining though. Like I said, there are definitely farther spawns, some of which I do not want to take part in. It is a double-edged sword though, because spawning over here, we do have to run to outskirts almost every time if VX is not here. And if we spawned at outskirts, we could get out one of these closer extracts. My lucky scav, what you got for me today, brother? Oh my god, maybe he ain't so lucky after all. KC gas block, I'm gonna pick that up because one of the gas blocks are quite expensive and I'm not sure if that's the one. I'm never sure actually. One of these days I'll learn. MP11. Pick these up so they don't interfere with my white dot here. Heps. I think Heps is actually a decent key. Quite a good key, in fact. Poop money, poop money. Speaking of poop money, I might have to do that after this one, pooping on company time. Enough about poop money though, let's get to the normal money. This room was quite the inverse of the last 3 hits, meaning there was not as much loot, but everything it gave us was pretty damn good. Even though it was half the loot, I believe it was the same, if not better, in profit. Man, this BX is fucking us. Alrighty, fellas, 4 total hits, I believe, of the woods bunker. Still have gotten no luck with the marked keys, but we still got a good bit of hits left. I want to check this hex key as well. Oh my god. Gross. Never mind. False alarm on that. Anyways, fellas, we got marked keys to potentially get. Let's get to it. Alright, straight to the marked circle, of course, after hitting the first 2 containers. The fuel is not bad, but it ain't no marked key. Barracks, USEC, I believe USEC, what is this? USEC stash key, is that the one on customs? I think so. That one's not a horrible key, I don't know how much it is profit-wise though, and that's the important part here today. When this circle first came out, within 5 raids, you were practically guaranteed a mark key. So I'm not that surprised, but I'm also still surprised that we haven't got one yet. PM pistol, not worth picking up. However, let me show you all a little trick here. Another underrated loot item that I see a lot of people skipping out on is if you see this PM pistol, but with a parentheses T next to it, that means it is the threaded barrel PM pistol, which I think has a barter for something, or I don't know, something like that. It sells for like 70 grand though, so probably one of the most expensive pistols you can pick up, so keep an eye out for that. That wasn't horrible. I was a lot more picky this time, however, but even with me being picky, there wasn't that much loot to begin with this time. At least not as much as the first 3 hits. Golly, brother. Let me put my pants on first. Halfway point, fellas. 5 total hits of the woods bunker. I started a tally so I don't lose track here. We don't have a 10-hit key to go off of this time to remind myself. 5 more to go, fellas. Alright, 6 hit. Come on, Marquee. Come on. We've had our jokes. We've had our jokes. It's time to give me the mark keys now. Oh, thank you. We got it. We got our first mark key. Holy. Marked room keys prices change quite a bit, so I don't really know how much shared bedroom it's going for at the moment. Maybe good? I don't know. Definitely good. What am I saying? I mean, that hit had to have been our best yet, especially with the marked room key. Even without the marked room key, it was one of the best. But of course, that was just the cherry on top. I also don't know if alls are worth that much. They used to be worth like 20k, but I decided to pick all these up anyway because there was a comical amount of them. 6 total hits of the woods bunker give us 6 alls and a cheeky, where is it, shared bedroom marked key. I thought they would nerf this thing into the ground once they found out how much it made. You could still find marked keys here, evidently. How reliable it is, I don't know. We could have just gotten lucky there. Hell, we could find another 4 in the next 4 hits. Speaking of, fellas, time is of the essence. A lot of medical items for some reason. Director's office. Oh my god, another marked key. Holy. It's still reliable, fellas. I never thought we'd see it, but we got a second marked key out of that woods bunk. We're only 7 hits in as well. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alrighty, fellas, 7 total hits of the woods bunker, and we're up 2 marked keys. I was joking about that 1 marked key per rest of the hits we got, but I don't mind if it ain't a joke, you feel me? Anyways, fellas, we got 3 hits to go. This is getting quite long, so let's just knock this out. Oh my god. I am doing... God, you are loud. He did die in the bunker, but I'm not gonna count it. That'd be kinda cheap. That's alright. He'll be happy getting his insurance back. Alright, no mark key this time, but that's alright. We made out pretty good the past 2 hits. Let's head out of here. Golly, that was close. Alrighty, fellas, 8 total hits of the woods bunker. I think it's 8 total hits. I'm keeping a tally, but I'm still thinking maybe I missed a tally somewhere. I don't know. I believe this is 8 hits. Lushibi. What were y'all doing in there? Y'all kissing? Hey, break it up. There was pretty much nothing crazy about that hit, but I'm just showing you for the structure of this video. Let's hop out of here. 9 total hits of the woods bunker on top of all of this here. These were like the first 8 hits or so. And then I got an item case for the 9 and 10 hit, but it's already full. So hopefully 10 hit can fit in this little dump area. I'll tell you, my stash space is not the only thing that's deteriorating. Alright, last hit, I think. Something like that. Last hit. Oh my god, I forgot to take rookie move. Alright, we'll ignore this rig for now. Man, I can't believe I forgot to take that out. I've been going for like 3 hours at this now, so I'm not entirely surprised. Big money, baby. Come on. Come on, I'd rub my hands together if I wasn't using them right now. That was the last hit we got. Honestly, maybe one of the worst ones. Bottom 5 for sure. But on to the important part, fellas. Let's hop out of here. Total up every single hit, sell it all, and see just how much we earn. Alrighty, fellas, we are 2 whole slots away from being able to fit everything in the dump area here. This is the haul from 10 woods bunker hits. I almost said marquee. Usually I say marquee for these. Speaking of, check out my 10 hit marquee videos if you haven't yet. Come on, come on. 1,028,695 is our starting point in liquid stash value. Let's go ahead and sell every single thing we just looted. Alrighty, fellas, if we wait for everything to sell on Flea, it'll take a lot longer than this probably should take. So the 2 marquees are still up for selling, and everything else we got, I'll total up here. Just to proof I totaled it up, 16.2 mil is our total for everything we have left on the flea market. Uh-oh, something sold. It was the fuse, that's alright. Minus 25 grand, let's collect. So that is 10 mil that we sold there. So 10 mil from everything we sold the therapist and everything we sold on the flea, plus the 16 mil, 26 mil, give or take 27. Pretty solid. That's like a good marked room, actually. Anyways, fellas, that's gonna do it for me. Let me know your experience with the woods bunker and the mark circle. Have you gotten any mark keys? But for now, fellas, that does it for me. And as always, thank you for joining me yet again. See ya!